I've been working on virtual reality graphical user interfaces for the past 3 weeks. Which, aside from being something incredibly cool to say at parties, is also something that not a lot of people really get to say, I think. It's quite a unique field. You might not find it in your average newspaper, that kind of thing. So, using the Oculus Rift once again, and our Leap Motion, which you can see mounted on the front of the Rift, and 2 cameras to give you a bit of idea of where I'm standing, and my right eye enlarged on the right 2/3 of the screen, we have our setup for today's video, and for today's second diary log, second VR dev log. And here we are, in my little world, which is almost exactly the same as the previous one, with one key difference. We have, ladies and gentlemen, a Sword Art Online inspired GUI. For those of you who like Sword Art Online, I'm assuming that you just kind of gave out this little squeak. I know I did. Look at that! Oh, it's beautiful. This is the work of the past 2 weeks. And it's not finished. It's not finished, but it isn't going to be finished either, because I'm done with this. I've put so much time in over the past 2.5 weeks that, I want to actually move on to doing things other than just GUIs. But for all intents and purposes, it's pretty damn close to how it should be. There are a few graphical differences that you'll pick up on, but the icons themselves are pretty damn accurate. I just based them on the first few episodes of the anime. And before I launch right into that ramble, I'm just going to briefly point out that the movement system has been improved from the previous episode. Remember how I said I wanted to add some acceleration to it? Well, I did that, and it feels wonderful. No more instantaneous movement. So anyway, here we have the GUI, and you can see it works pretty damn well, even so far as giving us the whole pop-up kind of icons that we see in the anime. Except they don't do the same things. They don't do the same things, because of course I haven't actually built an entire game, so most of these buttons merely light up to show they're activated, and don't actually have any purpose. The map down there has an icon that represents my position in space on this plane. The items button will spawn a sphere, as we can see there. You know, I had this sphere in my backpack, in my inventory, so pressing the items puts out the only available item, yeah. It would go on to another sub-menu, like it would have a sub-menu. These are the main menus, and then there's the sub-menus, and then we would have a list of all my items. But I didn't really want to go that far, because the code for this is already kind of messy. And there is a lot of code to it. It does just look like a GUI, and looks very simple. But there is a lot of code to this, and some of it is not very good, and not very efficient. A lot of lines get repeated, and a lot of lines are redundant, but for the most part, it's just been a learning experience on how to make GUIs. It's certainly a vast improvement over the one that you saw in the last video. So we have an options menu and a help menu, both with these pop-out icons. To reset the level and positional tracking, I can just press the little blue button that represents the yes in Sword Art Online. You have no idea how great it feels. It really does feel good. It is a bit janky, actually. Having said that, the whole swipe down to open the menu doesn't work so well with the Leap Motion, as I think I inferred at the end of the previous video. Because Leap Motion prefers to look in the X plane for gestures, rather than look in the Y plane as in the up and down. So my down swipe is technically a very small left swipe. I have to kind of twist it diagonally to the left. But other than that, it seems to represent what they do in anime, so it's pretty damn close. It's just not 100% reliable, is what I'm trying to say. And in case you were wondering, I am in fact a fan of the anime, which is why I put so much time into this. For those of you who are, I'm sure you're happy about that. For those of you who aren't, hey, live and let live, right? I understand why people don't like anime as a whole, I understand why you might not like Sword Art Online, but this isn't what this video is really about. It's more just logging the fact that, look, I can make GUIs in virtual reality now. Isn't that cool? And it is. I think it is very, very cool. So I hope you've enjoyed this little glimpse at my menu. There certainly is more work that could go into this, but as I think I've already said, I'd rather spend time now actually making a proper game rather than just a demo. And I could make a proper game for Sword Art Online, and I would like to do that, but I have various other reasons for wanting to do something else. Something that isn't quite so, I don't know, plagiarizing? Maybe? These are the exact same icons and this exact same design. I don't know if it counts as plagiarism, but hey, if I were to somehow make money off of this, who knows? Probably wouldn't be the best idea. Anyway, last feature, just to close the application. I can just press this button and, hang on, that's odd. That's very odd. Why is it? Oh dear. Oh, there's no log out button. No! What would I do? I'm trapped in my own terrible VR demo. I've got no... Oh, hang on. I could just take... Oh yeah, I could just take it off. Luckily, the Oculus Rift doesn't use microwaves. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed this brief little glimpse into my work over the past few weeks, and hopefully in another few weeks' time I'll have some more stuff to show you. As always, if you are interested in this kind of thing, you can follow me on Twitter. And look at this stupid grin. Look at that guy's stupid grin. Don't know who he is. You can follow me on Twitter at HOCgamer, and I will hopefully be posting more of my non-YouTube specific work for those of you who are interested to hear it. I will see you all next time.